Welcome to the Cloud Q&A, where I answer some questions that I missed and finish this really big painting project that I took on and tell you more about how I'm doing that so you too can do it. Because it's not really that extraordinary that I'm painting some clouds today, but it would be really awesome if you painted some clouds today.
And it would be really awesome if I remembered to push the buttons this time. Look,
What happened?
Last time I didn't push the right buttons.
What do you mean?
Remember the first part of the video was not switching screen.
I have coffee now too, so I've got
She's
the
coffee.
energy to finish it out.
And then even do some more. What
Yes.
could live in clouds?
Working in the clouds. Just adding some deep colors back in and bluing some of the space up so that it is less of a stormy day and more of a...
And since this is we have a lot of our core community. We got about 100 of our core community here just coming
it's
to
our
hang out.
core. Hey,
And
core, how you doing? What did I not answer that y'all wanted to do? Because I'm here for it.
I'm going to ask them to do me a favor. I know that we were just shy of 300 likes on the last video. I really want to see the Sherpa dance today. So if you guys like this video,
Sherpa no dance today. You
I
guys
want to see
can't
the
make me
Sherpa do
dance.
this. I want to see the Sherpa shuffle.
Shuffle.
As honor.
I
and Velvet.
swear, obnoxious video that we could totally make would be a lot of fun to make is how to do the Sherpa shuffle.
Oh, I think
because
it's
I
gonna
should
be a thing
totally
now.
have a how to do makeup video. I should totally have a how to dance video. That all makes total sense, right?
I'm down for that. I like making music videos.
I'm down making clouds. Clouds are layers.
We have a music video coming too, don't we?
Yes, John is supposed to be editing it. It was before Sherpa Healthy Life Choices. So if you don't get it up soon, it's gonna bother me.
Oh, it's gonna be going up here pretty soon. It was just
I'll be like, hey, but I've made healthy life choices since then.
we had to do all those other edits that got in the way.
Yeah, and there's still edits from LA you've got to do. We're still getting stuff approved through the space because they need to make sure that we are not evil. I don't know. That's actually what they're checking for. Probably in copyright infringement is all they're checking for.
It's there's something echoing out here.
I'm echoing?
No. In our community,
Oh.
the words "release the Kraken" are echoing throughout there.
Kevin in the clouds.
Kevin can be.
Kevin can be anywhere. Y'all don't know the backstory, Kevin.
You don't know. He is a extra dimensional.
Now, I saw something in between the broadcast and this where people were talking about forced perspective and simple perspective and all of that. I will go over those things.
What are you going to go over?
Stuff like forced perspective, like how Stephen Paps makes it look like it's 3D, but it's flat against the table, that kind of trick. I'm going to go over, the perspective required for street scene, the perspective required to make it look like you're looking up at the city or down at the city. Beyond that, you're on your own. Or maybe I will be getting better at that as I'm learning to explain it to you, and it will help me. That also happens. That's one of the great blessings of teaching art, is that in the process of trying to figure out how to share it with other people, you get better at it yourself. And you never, ever stop getting better at art, which is the coolest thing ever. Which is why, I get so excited, because Beatrice Woods, one of my very favorite artists, my true hero, one of them, I got a bunch. She painted till she was 102 every day.
Huh.
If you don't know who she is, she's the mama of Dottism. She played with the boys when nobody did.
So I'm gonna have to give some little jump in here. I know some of our community's asking. This is sort of the second half of.
Because I didn't mean it. You know what? It's just a long project, and we just got to gosh, we've been online for a while.
And in our after Q&As, we tend to answer a lot of questions that we don't take in the primary. The primary stream, just because we want to try to stay focused on things. But in the after show, we go on and do some goofy stuff, hang out with our community, answer
and finish
some
projects.
questions. Yeah, and finish projects.
Sometimes we had Krakens to paintings.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just finished what we were working on.
There's a lot of
These tend to all go private after, not private, unlisted.
Unlisted. Yeah.
They go unlisted after, and you have to find them in the iCard.
Yeah, so
if you're wondering where an after show went, it's probably in the iCard of the show that was before it.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice little cookie for you guys that you can find.
So that was Beatrice Woods that lived to 102, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make someone was like, what was the name of that person?
Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Yeah, she partied with Duchamp and the rest of the guys, and she is as responsible for the heart of the Dadaist movement as any other member of that school. But, like, all those guys, like, passed on and quit making work, and she just kept... But people totally thought she was dead, but they kept finding, like, sculpture and things of hers. And it turns out she was just in New Mexico with a very young guy having a pretty good life in her little Sarian braid. She was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And they didn't know she was just still making art. She didn't care. She's like, I'm just doing my thing. What was I going to do? Stop making art? Why?
Right, exactly.
She's like, why would I ever do that? I'm not dead.
So
I think it's literally what she said.
You got a lot of compliments out here today. They say your makeup's looking good, your diet demon's doing well, you're working it out.
I actually kind of felt sort of good today.
Yeah.
On that. I was like, I looked at the camera and I was like, well, this isn't a hot mess today. What's going on? So that's kind of nice. It's always good when those days happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Days
you look
when you
really
feel
good. I always love it.
Well, you are overly forgiving.
No.
Yes.
I just love you.
I look skinny in every pair of pants, according to you. But I wouldn't want to change it. Don't change that. I really like that. Just saying. It's crazy nonsense, but I like it.
Where are you going? They're hiding.
I don't know. I'm just trying to define this little hill. I'm just sort of feeling these little clouds. I feel like some nice little cloudy stuff is happening here.
You know.
And I like that. Now I feel like we got to put in a little mountain.
Yeah.
Of some kind.
Now, see, Ian made a great suggestion.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
He was saying that a star destroyer coming through the clouds.
Sure.
But I know that your perspective is yeah. And star destroyers are definitely about perspective.
So here's the thing. There's nothing I can't paint. Cars. I feel like, I'm still working on cars. I've done it.
Yeah, no, I got
done it. It's just, yeah, but there's stuff that I'm just like off the cuff, like, oh yeah, I just throw that up. I'll feel real good about that, against any artist, any space, anytime, anywhere. Get real punchy, like you do.
Yep.
Like you do.
What are you looking at?
Just trying to see what that looks like across the way.
I just see you ducking, looking at me. I'm like, what are you doing? I see you going everywhere. You can't hide from me.
These distant hills. They're distant. I'm trying to also remember to not put this brush in my cup of coffee, which I'm so tempted to do. It's killing me.
You have to get the cup, the no paint cup.
I cannot wait till the cups come in for me. I'm waiting on my cups too, guys.
Oh yeah, we gotta plug that. I should plug that. We have a store.
We have a store
that we don't talk about enough. It's shop.theartsherpa.com. You can go there and buy any of the wonderful things.
There's some new shirts since we opened it.
We have Kevin the Kraken stuff, which I really love.
I announced the winner of the contest on the video.
And we're gonna have some contests coming up on the website with T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, now that everybody's got some T-shirts.
That's right. We're going to be giving away shirts.
Some T-shirt contests.
That's right. We're going to give away a lot of those. The real reason why I started to make T-shirts is I wanted to give them away. And my dream is to have an internet T-shirt gun where I can just, like they used to do at the giant stadiums, and you can go boom and just shoot cannons, shoot T-shirts at people.
Yeah, he's not even kidding.
I think that would be cool. I actually want to buy one of those.
He does.
But they're so much fun. You get to shoot T-shirts.
I think it'd be fun if you were shooting it. I think it'd be totally enjoyable if you were shooting it. It'd be just a hoot and a half. All right?
So
I'm just finishing off like a little mountain here. Well, I just feel like now if I give it some landscape, then I don't like to photograph unfinished things and then put them up.
We have a bunch of Sherpas with us. We got 162 people here hanging out with us. 164.
Did anyone have any questions I didn't get to?
Well,
I feel like I should be a responsible art teacher.
Oh, yeah. Who won?
I was Becky C. And I always check and make sure that, people are real and they've been on the channel. And, I verify that. Like once the random comment picker
Lynn's in
does
Quebec.
Its job. Huh?
Lynn is in Quebec.
Hi, Lynn.
She's like, she represents us up in Quebec. I'm like, woohoo. We have
Okay,
a
so it's
Canadian
middle
daughter.
of the day. Bonjour, Quebec. Ça va bien?
Yeah. See, she said something in French that I did not. And that's an important thing to note, that I didn't say that.
Actually, John just picked up French in like 2 seconds to be totally annoying when he was visiting me.
That's not true.
It really is true. It really, really, really is true.
See, I was raised Roman Catholic. And so I had, in addition to the 4 years of Latin in high school, I had a whole bunch of it growing up. So I knew the base languages for French, German, Spanish, English. It's really convenient to know the basic language. So it makes it, when I travel to other countries and things, most of the Romance languages I still pick up pretty quickly. As
I
it
am
were.
making a little green with my yellow ochre here, and I'm just going to do this front ground.
Ooh, they said something
green.
back in French.
Huh?
They said something back in French.
What'd they say?
I don't know.
You can't read it?
No. It's definitely French.
Well, here's the good news. So I took French for 2 years in school. And then apparently when I went to France, what I learned is that meant I didn't actually speak French.
Yep.
But I'm pretty good on gossip. I can keep up on the little town gossip and stuff. I can mostly not order crazy things, but I'm infamous for having ordered a fillet of wolf.
Yeah, that's right.
La Bastique Esperanque. Like, that crazy American ordered wolf, and she won't stop doing it.
Yep.
I did. I kept ordering wolf.
That's right. And the plug is a fish.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
Le fish flew.
No, that's the plug is on fire.
That's right. That's what it
Le
was.
fish fou. So I'm using my yellow ochre and my cerulean blue here. Again, on art, I'd never like to push people's budgets because we all have different budgets. If you have an open budget, cerulean blue is a very nice blue to add to your kit.
Now, could you
But you don't need to.
I noticed you got some empty space down there, and there's a question about brush control techniques.
Okay. I've got blank canvases behind me, too.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm going to be tied to the keyboard.
What does that mean? I don't know.
That means I'm going to love sitting here switching while you guys while you do
I'm
more.
just trying to make a little deserty,
making a
implied
joke.
landscape loosely down here.
You said you had canvases implying that I could be here tied to this indefinitely. And actually, I
Well,
don't mind.
dude, you know what? I could do an all day just me messing around paint. That may be the big Turner Lighthouse might be an all day paint.
So
Yeah, actually, that's going to be an all day paint.
yeah, so Catherine says how to control my brush. It just goes everywhere and my shoulder hurts. I know you can talk about that.
Gosh, I totally wish I was in the room with you, because there can be, of course, factors affecting you. If you're sitting, make sure you're not hunched over.
Yeah.
If you're holding your brush, don't hold it from here. Hold it from here.
Yeah.
It's counterweighted. All brushes have like a sword has. You can find the counterweight on them in a similar way. You can see how they're sort of counterweighted.
I
right?
love that that's your point of reference, like a sword has.
Sorry. I just realized how totally dorky that was. But yes. And the thing is that there is endurance that you develop in art. I was talking with one of our community members, and we were talking about, like, when I'm describing things being one hoot, two hoot, that sometimes things are two hoot just because they require patience, but they're really like a one hoot skill set, but you're going to be there a while.
Yeah.
So I give it a 2 hoot or 3 hoot rating when it's not like hard to do. It's just, dude, you gotta, endurance wise, it's hard. And so what I'll say is there's that factor in art, and it is normal to get tired. It is normal to get fatigued. But my concern is that with pain, that it may be hunching, because if you're not in a good body position, if your spine isn't aligned, and you're not relaxed, and you're not open in your body, you can really torque your back. I did that not that long ago in this rush to get a bunch of projects done post Next Up. If y'all remember when I went to Next Up,
Yep.
we had to come back and get a bunch of videos done. And
You were really hurting for a while.
I was really hurting because I was trying to finish. I really wanted these next up people to know that I was going to bring it, that I was going to bring the YouTubery.
Yeah.
Which was really a lot of John bringing YouTubery. But I had to do a bunch of, content creation for that. And I was in a hurry, and I was impatient, and I didn't think about my physical health. And that injury lasted how many months? Just recently cleared up.
Yeah, really.
Hunching. Horrible for you.
So
upward comfortable sitting is very important. Or upward comfortable standing. Having a chef's mat under my feet. Big deal. It helps. Sorry.
No, that's okay. How many hoots would you say this lesson was?
This lesson is 2 hoots with a 3 hoot patience issue.
Ah. Now,
so it's 2 to 3 hoots, but really the hoots are about that it just takes a long time to do it. Though you can see I've actually sort of pulled it together.
Yeah. No, there were several questions.
It's a clouds over a landscape. Do y'all feel it now?
Oh, yeah. Now, there were several questions here about painting specific kinds of clouds.
Yes, and we're going to go over them.
Like cirrus clouds, like horsetail clouds. Now, do you need? Is there techniques for specific clouds, or is that like you can just look at one and paint one? How does that?
I think that if here's my feeling, and I could be wrong, right? But my feeling is, and we're going to be doing this together. I feel like I need to show you different types of clouds, and I feel like if we go through demos together and a couple of quests, that you guys are then going to be like, somewhere along the way, you're going to be like, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
And you're going to start Tetrising those together.
Yeah.
But I feel like I want to show you some feather blending techniques. I feel like I want to show you, we're doing these cumulus, right?
Yeah.
Because if you knew this brush technique, right, or you could do this with your finger, right?
Yeah.
This sort of like little technique, you would still not be getting this cloud.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you a way, not the only way, but a good way to build this cloud. And then I might show you, how when the sun is setting and the clouds are radiating out in these sort of like horsetail feathers?
Yep.
I think they're actually called horsetail clouds. I want to show you how to do those. I'm going to show you how to do some extreme sunset clouds. You know how when the cloud is pink and yellow and the sun is shining through? Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you some of that. Now, that allows us to do a couple things. That allows us to, if you've been through the quest, then maybe I can drop some more 3 hoots, right? Mm-hmm. It also allows you to go, oh, there's this sort of construction process, the skill process. And I'm going to always show brush techniques, and I'm going to show just how it's layered up. And then you, hopefully, the dream being, that you go forward and you're like, paint and trip photos, and every time I see you guys throw up original stuff or being brave, you start dropping shadows under things. Oh, speaking of which, I need some shadows under this.
Would you now? Ian asks, would you bring the clouds down would you bring the clouds down and the hills up to each other to give a sense of height? ?
Okay.
Would you do that?
Would I here?
Yeah, in general, would you suggest doing that?
No, not here. Look, so there's a tremendous amount of space from planet Earth to the part of the atmosphere where clouds stop happening.
Yeah.
Clouds can carry very low to the ground. Clouds can carry very high up in the sky. I just came off of a desert road trip where John is probably very familiar with this exact view, which is kind of why I was excited about it. As an artist, I might, to pull these even more forward, I might brighten this color range here, and I probably am going to run some shadows.
Now, real quick, because I love seeing numbers line up, we got 111 thumbs up and 175 people here. So I wanted to just real quick say thank you guys all for coming and joining us. Thank you for all the likes and comments and shares and thumbs up. And please keep those coming, because those helps, that lets YouTube know that you guys like what you see, like what's going on here. And it lets us know where you guys are at, what you like to see doing. So, yeah.
What I'm doing right now, and I think this is probably, thank you guys. I'm doing right now is I'm dappling the light on my landscape below these guys. And the reason I am is clouds will cast shadows.
Yeah.
And one of the number one things that can cause our paintings to feel like they don't have space or weight is we forget to add a shadow. So I'm just adding that little layer of shadow, which I think adds a little something to what's going on there. You can kind of see that shadow, the Gladys, see how then it makes that cool thing I can do.
I want to say thank you to all of our moderators who are out here too. They're doing a wonderful job making sure I get my questions and stuff in here.
They totally are. I've got some gray, and I've got this glazing medium. I haven't done this in a while, so let's see if I pull this off, just for fun. If I come here to the base of this main cloud,
hold on.
I can pull down.
Oh, neat.
What will appear like. This is just something, the trick will be to be as parallel with my rain as I can.
Oh, gosh. Well, Dominique just says that you're 12 people away from 63,000.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that awesome? Well, congratulations
so awesome.
there, Sherpa.
Thank you. Congratulations you too. And all of us, because we do it together.
We do. And thank you all the community for coming and joining us on this wonderful journey. It has been so much fun. I really do appreciate you guys.
Do you guys see how I'm pulling down a rain?
Yeah, they do. So here, look, I zoom on the zoom camera.
Right? But you've also got to see it from far away, because sometimes things look crazy up close, and then like far away, they're like, oh, it totally works. See, now I've got a desert cloud that has a little rain happening underneath that spot. And make a nice dark shadow. Make sure that where the rain's pulling in is a little bit darker, because it would be. So darken that up a little bit and pull some of that darkness down in there as well. Yeah, so to me that's very exciting, right? Ways that I can add. Now this landscape, even though it's a little bit abstract impressionistic, it's pulling a lot of weight, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now, how many times have you been out on a plane and you saw a cloud doing that?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? To me, that's super cool.
Now they want to see lightning and thunder.
Yes.
Oh, they say, okay. So they say that they went out there and that 12 people have definitely come in and given you, and that they would like to see a Sherpa, the Sherpa Shuffle.
Give me jam.
I will go over here and I will switch over and I will
I feel kind of bad the other people didn't get the rain.
I'm going to have to find out where we have. Here's our Blacklight party. I don't know. We're going to have to find something in here that resembles party music. We have to find something in here. Is that kind of dancey? So while you're dancing there, Sherpa, Linda wanted to say she missed the beginning. What brush did you use for your clouds?
I used Bright, number 6. We did this cloud here.
Yep.
Where did he go? Was one of my round brushes that I've used in the past, like what you saw with the lady in red.
Yeah.
This very feathered bit, and then this bit was painted in with this run of Brights and a number 6 Filbert. So we were talking about that earlier, which is that some clouds are brush based.
Yeah.
They're technique based. Like I make a little scrumble and it shows the sky behind it. It's kind of like a magic trick, and it looks like a cloud. And then sometimes clouds are painted in, by their shadow and their value. And the thing about doing this is that's how you get these beautifully structured cumulus clouds, is by just painting in their value sets. And you can do those two together, and it's really cool. I know.
Tina would like to know, do you ever use a deer foot?
A deer foot stippler? Yeah.
Do all deer foot stipplers? Are all deer foot stipplers, and are all stipplers deer footed?
No. And not all deer foot stipplers are good. Deer foot stippler is not a magic bullet.
Can you have a deer footed Filbert?
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think so, because I've never ever seen one. And I've seen a lot of brush.
What about a
deer foot stippler is a stippling brush. That's a brush that's cut off like with a flat top.
Yep.
Except the deer foot is cut off at an angle and therefore looks like a deer's foot.
It has a hoof. And it has kind of like a little similar.
It's a hoof. And it's harder to get big ones, and it's real harder to get good, stiff, bristled ones.
And the ones that I saw that were really cool actually look like a deer's hoof, because there's a hollow inside them. Because they're They're really neat. So we joke around about them. I like, and what's remarkable is a lot of brushes are named after animals and animal parts.
Filbert, we learned kitty tongue.
Kitty tongue.
Thank you, internets.
Intertubes.
Intertubes have taught us things. That's what they taught us.
Okay, so what else are we gonna do today other than being?
I think
goofy?
dude, it's not. I made the clouds rain. I feel like
you made it rain.
I
You
made
pulled
it
off.
literally rain off a cumulus. I showed you guys how to do that technique. Too many artists keep that secret. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I totally like," and everyone's like, "So look, guess what's cool about this? I could do this in incredibly bright, Dremitol Parish fantasy colors."
Yeah. Lightning.
Right?
You could put lightning in. You could make it glow in the dark. You could put krakens in it. They want more Sherpa, please.
All right.
They could dance more. You could do anything. They just want more Sherpa. Rain dancing.
What?
You're rain dancing.
I'm gonna go get some purple.
You're just. Oh my gosh! She just left me. Look at that. I don't know what she's even doing. She's just
All right.
Where'd she go?
I feel like. Wait, let me get a picture of this like it is.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm gonna do something crazy, and only because you guys are here being goofy with me. I'm gonna run off again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bye, Sherpa. Where did she go? She's gone.
Where did my phone go?
Where,
Do you have my phone?
Did you take a picture? Is that what you need?
Yeah.
Why don't you go back on there and talk to the people, and then I'll go find the phone, because otherwise they're just looking at empty screens and me switching back and forth.
How many thumbs down will I get for that? A gazillion!
Well,
Which is still engagement. Guess what? It's still disengagement. YouTube doesn't care. It doesn't penalize me at all. It's just my information, so I know. Which is why all those extreme crazy YouTubers. Oh, did y'all see this? I'm so excited about this. He's coming up. As promised, Orca under an Aurora Borealis. No, I haven't even been in the car. Check my bathroom. Because it's not in my pocket. Where it might be. And Lisa just cracked up. Do you ever like hang out with your friends and like to goof with them and mess with them and be like, I can't do it, I'm too old. Okay, I just gotta get a good picture of this. And then I'll do what I'm gonna do.
What was she doing? I just saw you. Were you playing with them on the screen or something?
I might have been
because
a little bit.
The slow delay just shows you doing the.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because now I get to.
Oh, I didn't know it does that. I thought I was gonna just get away with it, and it wasn't even gonna be a thing. Okay, Kevin is purple on the outside, green on the inside, correct?
Yes. He has a green belly. You gonna do Kevin?
Well, wasn't it asked for?
Yes. I will do Kevin. I think that's great.
You think it's great?
Yeah, I'm ready for Kevin.
You're ready for Kevin?
Kevin in the clouds. This is where we bury the secret Sherpa stuff.
I don't know, guys.
What are you doing? We're just looking.
I'm just gonna, you guys seem like.
What are you doing?
Imagination. It's a very powerful tool. And allows pretty much anything. Right?
Yeah.
Including a kraken in the clouds.
Yes.
Why not, right?
I think that is awesome. That's where it's Sky Kraken. It's a Sky Kraken.
I don't know why Kevin has become such a member of our community.
Okay, because I tell you what.
I love seeing the art people send in of him, though, or places that they've cited him.
I know that people think that that a Sharknado would be terrifying.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a Sharknado would be terrifying.
But I tell you what, a flying squid
would be way more terrifying.
That would be way more terrifying.
I'm telling you, every time we do something new with Kevin, we just go further into Miskatonic.
Yeah, I would swim with a shark over a squid.
Oh gosh, yes.
Much
and you wouldn't swim with any sharks.
I would not swim with a shark.
He wouldn't actually swim with any sharks?
No, I'm not I don't even go in the ocean. You kidding me?
I'm making Kevin quite large here.
Because everything in the ocean is trying to eat me. I think that's fair, because I will try to eat everything in the ocean. So,
not razor clams.
No, I learned that mistake.
No offense, Ireland. But that's a big bucket of no.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm having fun here now. So y'all made me put Kevin in the clouds. Do we want to have some lightning with Kevin?
Yes, definitely lightning with Kevin.
What are y'all doing?
They're like, what?
Building up watch time.
This could be Kevin's girlfriend.
No, this is Kevin.
This is Kevin?
This is Kevin.
This is Kevin.
Kevin, and all of you Lovecraftians have started to clue in. Kevin may be interesting.
So there's a lot of people think we should be journaling our paintings. I don't know what that means.
You mean like as in an art journal?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's like been 2 or 3 people saying we should journal our paintings, and I'm like, I honestly don't understand what that means. Sorry.
It's okay. It's actually pretty cool. I'm always impressed by journalers.
I like journalism. Is that close? I know that it involves. It's like scrapbooking, isn't it? I don't want to be.
Oh my gosh, sweetheart, no.
No? I don't know what journaling is.
Journaling is where people create a practice of daily visiting a book that they put their kind of spiritual, emotional journey into. If you have an art journal, it's incredibly healing. I think the coolest art journaling program is Brené Brown.
Huh.
My 2 cents on that, if that matters at all. Just for really embracing courage and shame and growth and well-being and the inner goddess.
That is neat.
Yeah, and there's generally a series of exercises. People put forward programs, and you can really heal, restore, and record a life in a so deep, profound manner by the act of daily art journaling. And then they have these journals, and they go on shelves. And I've seen people who have filled up entire shelves with hundreds of journals. Hundreds of these art journals. And apparently they're not generally sold.
Oh, I wouldn't sell mine.
Well, that's what everybody says, because you know me, I'm like mercenary. I'm like, well, what do you do with them commercially?
Yeah,
and they're like, nothing. I give them to my children, and they're sealed. There's a whole bunch of really amazing products around it.
You should do that so I can have one of those. There's a whole bunch of amazing
programs around it. What?
You should do that so I can have one of those.
An art journal?
Yes.
On top of what I'm doing already?
I would like to have, yes. So I'll say thank you, Cindy. Cindy got one of our shirts and says she loves it. So send a picture. Send me a picture, Cindy. I want to see pictures of your shirts. Post it up on the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. Please, please. So listen, do you want to kind of pre-say like what you're thinking about on the contest?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. If you have a shirt, we're gonna be doing a weekly giveaway for a free shirt on our website, so that if you have a shirt or a Sherpa gear, or if you dress up like the Sherpa, or send in really sort of any sort of picture with you being shenanigan-y with Sherpa-like activities, we're going to enter you into a contest to get a free shirt on the website, and we're going to give away those, and that's coming up, and probably next week we'll start that, and we may we have some more giveaways you're working on.
Yeah. Can you pull up a picture of lightning for me?
Can I pull up a picture of
lightning?
Yeah,
I just need a reference. I'm going to get weird with it, and I want to have it look right. If there's going to be lightning cracking around Kevin.
All right. Let's see what I can do with reference pictures on the fly.
Why do we do these things? I don't know.
Because
it's fun.
Because you're just you're like, I like to have challenges on the fly. All right. Do you see one? Look up there. Look, I gave you.
Let me see. The third one over from the left. Yes. That's the kind I'm doing.
All right.
By the way, if you guys don't know about Ultra Minis.
Ultra Minis?
Mm-hmm. This is a go-to brush that I like for real high detail work. It makes me super happy. I use them a lot. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about micros. Is these nonsense miniature brushes. They're sometimes called micros. They're sometimes called minis. They come in sizes like 10, 5, 0, 10, 0, 20, 0, 12, 0. They're little tiny brushes, and they're really helpful.
Huh.
That's how, okay, I was like, but that is not big enough. That is not going to be big enough.
All right.
All right, I think I have a handle on it now.
Oh, and there's lots of requests for Kevin taking care of all sorts of things from airplanes, and he could be grabbing all sorts of things coming out of that cloud there, couldn't he?
He could be, but right now I want to see if I can get some lightning in.
Lightning would be awesome.
Yeah, so the first thing...
Kevin's cracking one off up there, isn't he?
Yes, he's a Kraken. Gotta make sure.
Oh, Cindy says that she liked all three of them. Now, what you guys don't know is that before we ordered the shirts, I ordered a bunch of samples, and I've got my big Art Quest T-shirt on, and I've worn it pretty much nonstop for like 2.5 weeks. It has been
very interesting.
And I was like,
how much John has worn.
I wanted to wear it out, and so far they've held up pretty good. I'm happy. I'm very happy with these. I think they're pretty good quality. They've done well for us, like the print. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I am doing a glaze here with my phthalo.
Phthalo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the reason being is because I want it to... I think I must have just gotten the manganese. The cerulean. It's not the color I want. I want the phthalo. Phthalo is very bright. When you're doing lightning, you're going to really be pulling it in either a yellow, a phthalo, or a dog's name purple, really. Not that you have to. It's just saying that it would be. And lightning, like anything else, requires shading and value. And right now we're creating the glow around what will be the lightning, which is why glaze is super helpful. I also like to add that glow to the cloud where it's happening. So I did that. And I'm going to just be working on my detail brushes.
Oh, yeah?
All my detail brushes. We'll be working really hard. I might just make sure I got some real fresh paint. Fresh paint will flow off your brush better than if it's stale.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thing that you will be dealing with in life.
And if you guys are still here, then I'm going to say, there's 175 of you who still are, so I'm going to say
if you guys are still here, you don't know. We should know.
I see you out there. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. It helps get the word out. Lets YouTube know you like what you're seeing, and those likes and thumbs up really help us out. So
they do. And then I paint weird little things like lightning, which, by the way, we're going to be doing like just on the channel in general. This fall, I want to do some storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do some storms and things. And so, where are my details? I have these micro detail brushes around. There's one. Never do that.
Oh, what'd you do that? You can't do that.
Never do it.
Jeff would get all over you. He'd be like, no mouth sizing.
I'm sure I never had cadmium on this. Dear, don't do that.
You are so bad, Sherpa. I wish I had a censorship bar to put over you.
Okay, so with lightning, here's where the money is on the lightning. It is about these little bits that come off your main bolt.
Okay, so I can't see it. See when you're.
Okay, let me go this way.
There it is.
Thank you. I want everyone to see this. Since we're doing it anyways, you need to make these little.
So there. Now how we do that lightning bolt there right in front of his little
tentacle. Yep.
Now, are you gonna light the tentacle?
Maybe.
That's interesting.
Depends on how I feel.
Depends on how the Sherpa's feeling.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm just hanging out with y'all painting.
I like this painting a lot.
I know. John is gonna be like, how do we frame it?
It's going to go right over my desk. I don't know what you think. It's like going right there.
So with lightning, some of the little tendrils coming off, right?
Everyone wants to know
will be very fine, and some will be very heavy. And your center bolt will be your heaviest bolt. Not that I don't know anyone else. We're going to do some storms, like even just on the show. You guys will just have the crimp notes for it.
Yeah.
And I've still got to do like the little where it hits, right? Because it has to have a little light where it hits.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. When you guys are like, hey, do some lightning, I'm like,
lightning. So much lightning. Hi, Aaron.
But it's one of those things, like, a lot of people don't take on because it's mentally, like, how do you paint electricity? Flying through the sky. Well, pretty much the same way paint roots or branches.
That's really, it's like, would you please paint electricity flying through the sky? I had never thought about it that way. It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's just mentally difficult. Cars are physically difficult. I'm not kidding. That's not mental. That's not in my head. Those are really hard.
They do have a bunch of symmetrical shapes and things.
Yeah. You can't flub it.
Now, question.
Is it starting to feel like, do you guys see the lightning happening here?
Oh, yeah, we see the lightning. Now, there's a quick question here, and I know this is kind of an important one. Tina's going brush shopping, and she'd like to know if she should be looking for hog hair and... let's see here. Let me go back and read that.
Oh, yeah.
Says, I'm going brush shopping for a hog hair and deerfoot. Does she have a favorite?
Brand?
I don't know.
So what I'm going to say is at the moment, I do not have a favorite brand. I'm going to tell you some companies that I think make great brushes. Mm-hmm. Right? Just in my opinion, are great brush makers.
Okay.
The Silver Company, the Silver Brush Company.
Yeah.
And I think the Ruby Satin Silvers are amazing.
Yeah.
They are fantastic brush makers. They've been in the industry a long, long time. They're not sponsors at all.
Yep.
Richardson is a very amazing brush maker. Creative Mark has some brushes, I think like on the pro stroke level or better, because they have grades of brush. And they have a large size Deerfoot stippler. Windsor and Newton, of course. But see, the thing about some companies, like Creative Mark and Windsor and Newton's, have a real kind of cheap student brush, which can be a hot mess. But then they have a higher grade brush, which is pretty awesome. So sometimes it's hard to be like, hey, Windsor and Newton, because like I may not like all the brushes that they make, but I might like one brush. So when you're looking for that Deerfoot stippler, look for the bristles to be shorter than longer. And look for them to be stiff, not quite enough to scrub your pot, but almost.
And we met the most awesome guy. I'm gonna probably say his name incorrectly, but it was Sorichio Uzui.
Mm-hmm.
And he owned a company in Japan that makes brushes. And we met him at NAMTA, and we ended up doing doing some research on him. And he has this wonderfully handcrafted company of making these beautiful brushes. And it was really charming guy to talk to.
Yeah, and I mean, his family's been making brushes for a shocking amount. Yeah, many generations.
And like artisan makers of brushes. And, these guys make the brush is art. It really is. And so it's at that level, there's some craftsmen who make things that are so amazing. But, they're not...
and then depending on where you are, like if you're in Australia, you might have Montmart as a company.
Yeah, and who makes
I have really enjoyed their
product.
Easel. I don't know enough about their brushes, but I have enjoyed their Easel quite a lot.
Yeah, several of their artist support materials have been really good.
Yep. So it's really about going in and putting your hands on it. I suspect you could probably write. I'm going to out them and just say this is true, and then hopefully I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could write the brush guys. I think you could write Jeff and Dave.
Yeah.
And describe what I described to you. Very stiff, short, bristled, Deerfoot stippler.
Yeah.
Large. And if it's out there, I think that they would jump through hoops to help you find it.
And you know what? After this, I'll shoot an email over to him and see if he has some suggestions, which we might be able to, provided Cinnamon has some text available. Link it in the description below.
If you get one, then you can go do all of Angela's lessons just so easily.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't want to do that?
And so,
they're also fantastic cloud brushes. right? So we've got this lightning now happening here in my little field, and then I'm gonna light up the ground underneath a little bit where they've struck, because it would, right? Where lightning strikes is a little bit lighter, and then I'm gonna just kind of do some stuff to Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish out some Kevin stuff.
I want to see the Kevin
Maybe I'm gonna put a little light on him. Really, probably, y'all just don't even know how bad I need to put on magnifiers.
Oh, I love that. See if you lean to the right. Maybe. Oh, look at that. That's so cool.
Thank you. I'm so sorry whenever I lean left, guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
So, I got that there. And now I'm going to put his little tentacles in because I feel like we've made a little story here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Haven't we told an interesting little story of krakenry?
Huh.
I don't know what that even means, but now we have it as a word, right? Krakenry is just a lot of fun, and hopefully this today was a lot of fun.
You know, whenever somebody says Kevin the Kraken, I think of the song Rock Me Amadeus. I think that must be his song.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just me.
I think it's just you.
Probably.
But that's okay. It can just be you.
It can just be me. I think that he would rock that song. There we go.
Gonna give him some green.
He could also be a safety dance kind of guy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think he's a rebel among his people.
Definitely, I definitely think that.
He's a rebel among the other Krakens of his kind. Kevin's a traveler.
Yep.
He likes to visit distant lands.
In his cloud ship.
In his cloud. Well, he doesn't need a cloud ship. He just uses it as camouflage.
Dawn agrees. He definitely knows the safety dance.
He's just slipped out.
Yeah.
He didn't mean to slip out, but you know what? It was really cramped quarters. He's not trying to scare anybody. He was just a little cramped.
He may have hitched a ride with a darkness.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen The Darkness, there's a somewhat, it's safe for work, but only somewhat safe for work. Those guys are
I would say, I don't know. It depends on where you work.
Yeah, if you were to imagine an 80s rock hair band to be bottled up and saved until the late 90s when they were unpackaged and rediscovered, that's The Darkness.
That pretty much sums it up.
And they're awesome.
They are awesome. Look at him. And look at his little tentacles are all there shining in the clouds. So how weird are we? All right, guys.
I think it's awesome. I love it.
I feel like we've,
This is one of my favorite Kevin Visits paintings, and there's over 180 people here. We got 166 likes, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us while we do this weird project.
We'll fix the descriptions and all the comments here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really love hanging out with you guys.
Thank you.
Big hugs.
And we'll see you at the Easel really soon. Keep watching the channel because something's releasing from the LA space pretty soon.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We have maybe even
tomorrow, maybe?
We could definitely be keeping an eye out for something in the next few hours.
So say you come here, you get me to Kraken in the sky. What are you guys going to come up with something that throws me? Say car, then I'm stumped.
Yes.
Then I'm going to be like,
flying car.
Flying car. Ah.
Flying
car.
Then
I'm going to be like, reference photo heavy, rulers, T-squares, things going, But everything else, Kraken in the cloud, lightning bolts, got that for days.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you paint with the Sherpa.
I see. All right.
See you with the Easel really soon, because it's fun.
Love you guys.
Love you. Be good. Be kind to each other. Be creative. And see you at the Easel really soon. Bye-bye. Come join us live Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 11 a.m. Central, or enjoy one of the hundreds of paintings available on replay anytime